Hey, I'm back at my recording studio, and the reason I'm wearing this hat, it says 210, okay? But I call this this is the prayer room, Linda.
Yes,
You know that, don't you?
I do.
But I call this my recording studio, and it was really interesting because I got here a little early, and had some delay, and that's okay. And there's a group in here praying, and I found out that they from 11 to 12, and so actually it was perfect time. In fact, you met one of the ladies coming
Yes.
in here, and so I call this now. Linda and I, how long have we known each other?
17
I
years?
almost want to say 17
I think
years or something
17.
for a long. And Linda, you and I have been through some adventures.
Oh, yes.
Some of them really great adventures, some not so good.
No, very difficult.
And we've been with each other through these adventures.
Yes.
And that's how we've gotten to know each other. Uh, Linda, in fact, one time you ran a recovery group, a Celebrate Recovery group, and once a month I came
Yes.
and shared with the group, and we worked as a team there, and that was a real joy. But Linda, let me do this. I got this right now. Linda's written 2 books. This is her most recent book, The Flower Kind Words Matter. Kind Words Matter. And this is really cool. You got a little thing here. I'm just going to read this. This is
Okay.
pretty cool. It says, about the book, the flower is a beautiful illustration of how much power our words and actions have. They are able to grow or destroy our family, friends, and those around us. When we say or do mean things to others, it makes them sad and really hurts them. The flower shows children how negative unkindness hurts the flower. But when expressed with kindness, her world changes. And her daughter, actually, this is kind of neat. And your daughter's name is,
Yeah.
forgot your daughter's name.
Chris,
Your daughter's name.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. She goes by Dre Blackwater for her art.
And this is one of her art that you can see. And she's got a lot of different pages. And oh, okay. You see, and you can see there's the seed. And so I
Yes.
guess the seed's going to develop and as the story goes on.
Yes.
This is fantastic, and you can get this on Amazon.
Yes.
And write it down. The Flower Kind Words Matter by Linda Swinhart. Senhart. Svenhart. Svenard.
H-A-R-D. Yes. It's okay.
Svenhard and illustrated by your daughter. I'll get this book. Now, Linda, you started another adventure. Has it been about a year?
8 months.
8 months ago.
Yes.
Tell me what the heck this adventure was. Tell them what it was about.
Well,
This is crazy.
So I moved to Oklahoma. I'm actually closer to my kids and grandkids and great grandkids because I have 2 greats. Yeah,
You have two.
I have 2 greats.
So you moved to, but you did more than just move to
A
Oklahoma.
whole lot more.
What else did you do? What are some things you're doing?
I'm traveling nationwide currently. Hopefully, eventually, it'll be worldwide. But for now, it's nationwide, and I'm traveling to different recovery programs, speaking, and if needed, lead worship.
And you're singing too.
Oh yes,
I got the word for it. You're a singing troubadour.
troubadour.
I like that. Yeah, I just they came to me when I was thinking this morning.
Okay.
And Linda's the singing troubadour. And if people want to connect with you,
Mhm.
because in a minute you are going to sing for us a song you wrote,
Correct.
how can they connect with you?
You can call me 559-623-1108. Call
What?
or text.
Okay, so let's say that again. 559
623
623
1108.
1108.
Yes.
Write that down and connect with her.
Yeah, I would love that.
Linda, you do sing a lot of praise songs. We've been into you. You
Yes.
love the praise songs.
I do.
But my gosh, God has given you the gift, and I've heard some of your songs. I don't think I've heard this one, have I?
You may have.
Okay,
This was
well-
one of the first ones I wrote.
Talk about what it is.
Okay, so this is actually a story of my life in song. It's so we all have a hole inside of us that only God can fill. And some of us, before we find Christ, before we get into recovery, we're filling it with food, addiction, alcohol,
We're going to fill it full of something,
codependency.
isn't it?
Yes, but the only thing that can satisfy that hole is God Himself, and that's what this song's about.
Oh, okay. Let's hear the song.
All right.
And she's reaching for the guitar.
So I wrote this one probably 8 years ago.
I bet I have,
I think you
but
have.
I'll hear it again.
Yeah. But again, it is the story of my life. As a child, I would wonder at your love. But as I grew, I found that life was hard, and I wandered from your arms. And while I was away from you, I felt that hole inside of me and kept filling it with everything but you. As I tried to live my life for my own gain, I was doing what seemed right to me, but it only led to pain. And the sin that came from all my pain was overflowing me with shame, and that void in me grew larger by the day. As I look up to the hills, your glory is revealed, and I see all of your creativity. I'm reminded of your love, and it brings me to my knees, and it tells me only you can fill that void. After years of life full of hurt and pain, I realized the emptiness was only caused by me. As I got down on my knees to pray, and I fully surrendered to you and submitted to filling me with you. As I look up to the hills, your glory is revealed, and I see all of your creativity. I'm reminded of your love, and it brings me to my knees, and it tells me only you can fill that void. Now as I'm living, you fill me with your love. I realize I have joy and peace, and my loneliness is gone. As long as I stay on my knees, surrendering myself to you, I have that void will not return. As I look up to the hills, your glory is revealed, and I see all of your creativity. I'm reminded of your me, only you can fill that void. And it tells me only you can fill that void.
I just want to thank you guys for watching Chaplain Chat.